What's going on? Strat Soldier here for the podcast In Force, the only podcast with me, the Strat Soldier, looking at the market through the eyes of the Strat. Let's get into it. Strat. I got JJ here. We're back. We are back. Now, I know you guys noticed that we didn't do anything for July. That's my fault, not JJ. We are consistent, daggone it. So JJ's here. I'm glad you're here, and we're going to talk about anything and everything, and most things going to the downside. End of the month, end of the week. Today is August 29th, and August, for trading wise anyway, is over.
Yeah. Yeah, it's over, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tuesdays are Tuesday we get a new bar.
Mm-hmm.
Get a
Yep.
new bar. Uh
Monday for the people don't know Monday is holiday, and Labor Day, and the market will be closed. There's going to be a lot of traders roaming around. There's going to be a lot of people around, daytime hours just walking around that don't know what to do because they're usually at home trading.
yeah, you got to get yourself behind a grill,
Yeah. That's a thing. Yeah, you're like, wait
right?
a minute, what?
Yeah.
I have a backyard. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you fire that thing up. That's what I'm
That's
saying.
hilarious. How you
That's what
been?
I'm
It's been a while. How was July? We can do both months if we want. We can do July and August. I don't care.
it's well, August has been a good month
Mm-hmm.
for
Mm-hmm.
the indices for a lot of the stocks.
Yeah.
All right, we're looking at SPY here. Again, a really, really nice month here for the month of August.
Yeah.
All right. I mean,
I've been
come
telling people,
made highs three times.
yes. I've been telling people August, September, what do you call it? Seasonality wise, not a lot going on. But October was really good. Really, really good. All right,
Because
we'll see what we'll see what they have for September. That's
right. I mean, we got four straight months of pretty good volume, I'd
hmm
say though, but of the best was June. Was
June. Yeah. Let me
June we
see
had the
here.
most volume. Now we dropped off on volume on July and on August. All right, um, so it's not as aggressive as far as volume, but June was the real month that triggered everything, and then
Yeah.
that gave us the 2-2 back up. So that's
Yep.
where we are. Um, so and then we look at Qs. They mirror each other,
hmm
for the most part, they really do.
If you
You know,
look
they
at yeah, they do. And like if you look at seasonality, this is Trend Spider right now. If you look at
okay.
seasonality, August looking okay. But
Yeah,
then
August, decent month. Yeah.
September, October, and this is for the last 6 years, if anybody's wondering. But yeah,
Oh,
September,
okay.
October, time to relax. So relax, so definitely relax in September. I remember taking some really bad trades in August, July, August, September, few years in a row, and I'm just like, what is going on? And then you look at these seasonality charts. I'm like, okay, maybe this has been happening. You can go back, well, I think it was 33 years back to 1993 on TrendSpider, and this is a systematic like seasonality thing. So uh, same thing with February. So during these times, especially when it comes to seasonality, I've been taking breaks, and it's really been helping me like mentally just not feel like I have to be in every little move.
Right. And those times should consolidate a little bit,
Yeah.
but we didn't
Yep.
get that. We didn't get that this year. That's for sure. With that, when we took that dip in April, though, we made that low in April, and when they reversed that April to the downside on the month, and then it reversed and came back up. I
hmm
mean, that's what triggered. That's what triggered June, and then now
Yeah.
we are. But the one thing that I do
hmm
notice as we go up here, even on in July and in August, is the wicks keep getting longer, which means the month keeps getting lighter, if you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
A
hmm
little less top heavy. Um, I mean, to me, looking at the cues right now, you would call that a shooter.
Yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
I don't
Yes.
think I would, but I know you would.
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely call that a shooter. That's
I know. I
definitely a
mean,
shooter. Let me see here. On the month or the week? On
no,
the
on the
week.
month and
Oh,
the
okay,
week,
okay.
the
On the
week,
month, nah, on the month, it looks like it's going to open inside. But on that
right?
week,
The week's
I,
better.
the week is definitely a shooter.
That's sexy.
And I've been telling people, especially the weekend shift crew, which are members of my weekend of my members of the YouTube channel, the weekend shift crew. Anyway, I've been teaching them other actionable signals, and one of them being shooter counters hammer, and
Right,
how those people that bought that first week, oh yeah, it was great, but then now the next week after that, shooter goes in force, and we know who we're triangling out. Look at
right.
the lows.
I the thing that I like about it, I love the hammer shooter, but what I really like is that if this week doesn't go into force, then we know that we're gonna start grinding back up again.
Yeah. What's that
So
stupid? I call it stupid, but it's that term melting up. I think we call it
yeah,
grinding up is a lot more accurate, but the technical analysis people they call it melting up. Like
yeah,
melting. Why?
I'll go
That's
with
dumb.
that. I like that. That's good. That's good.
Melting. You like melting up? Okay, okay.
So yeah, so again, it's we're either going to go into force or not.
Yeah.
Now, do we want it to go into force? Hell yeah, we do. We want this.
No,
This
because
market needs to correct.
yeah, and we
All
might get that
right,
in. Yeah, we might get
but
that
but the
in September.
we
Hmm.
I was chapping the chatting this morning talking about it, and I was saying trying to break these, but the buyers just keep stepping in.
Hmm.
There seems like there's no end to it.
Hmm.
So it's going to be a really difficult. But if I was to say anything, as long as we're on the matter of cues, so Palantir missed.
Oh, it did. Okay, I didn't know
You hear
that.
that? Bell just
No.
rang. Nvidia missed. Um,
Wow.
Marvel missed today. How about Marvel today? Nobody. Yeah, let me tell you, CNBC didn't mention one word about Marvel today. And that's because it's down. They only talk about stocks that are up. 2
Hmm.
down on the month now on Marvel. You see that?
Wow. Hold on. Marvell's on our weekly watch list uh,
MRVL down
for
19 bucks
the
today.
the weekend
Sorry,
shift crew.
down
Yeah, that. Yep, I did
down
talk about
15
this.
bucks. Down 15
Holy
bucks.
crap.
They don't want to talk
Wow.
about that. They don't want to talk about Marvel.
Nope.
They don't want to even talk about Nvidia because it's chopping,
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
not going up.
Yeah.
All right, so they won't talk about it. Look at Palantir. I mean, look at Palantir and Nvidia today. It's garbage.
Yeah. PLTR. If you
Pull it up on any time frame. It's
I
just
was gonna
chop
say
shop.
if you want to go ahead and hit that share button right there in the middle down there at the bottom. If you want to show charts, go ahead, man. You are on top of it. I love it. But yeah, Palantir not doing the best. Oh yeah, beautiful. Look at you growing.
All
Oh,
right, so there's our
that's
Marvel.
adorable. JJ's growing, y'all. Where's my applause button, man? I don't have an applause button,
I
but I
want
need one.
I I want to people to laugh and cry. All right. Marvel. So Marvel's outside on the week now.
Yes.
Okay. On the
Mhm.
downside too.
Ooh.
But they don't want to talk about that. They don't want to Autodesk. Autodesk, I think it was better today. That was a gap up. But this thing again, here's these cloud stocks is the ones that we've been kind of focusing on. And
Cloud
this
stocks. Okay.
right. Yeah. So, Salesforce has been a real
Okay.
good one. It's been a real good one. We've been involved in this one a lot here and just in the
Hmm.
last few days. 222 up on the week now, but this thing's have been down. It's still down 24% for the
Mm.
year. All right.
Okay.
So, I mean, is she going to take this hammer up? I mean, this hammer just got created. It was red. It's green now.
Hmm.
So, we're going out near the highs of the month. We'll see if that goes into force. They're going to report earnings next week.
Mm.
And then you go through the group. You got SAP can't get going. SAP has continued to be stuck down on the month.
Sappy. It's being sappy.
Yeah, being sappy. Shoot her down on the sap. Just dead in the week. That's not doing anything. That's dead. And
Hmm.
then and today was just chopped. Today was not a good day. It's a holiday coming in. I expected not too much out of today. Um, and even coming in on Monday or Tuesday, whatever the hell it is, I think we're going to still be kind of stuck in this area where we are right now. So those are the ones that we're watching. IBM. I mean, if I made a video this morning, I don't know if you saw, but I was talking about IBM and I was like begging for an up day, and I said it ain't going to go up, and then look what happened.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, IBM crapped
Yeah.
the bed right back down again. Now I'll
Hmm.
try to get it going back up here again, but
Yeah.
there's another one of your cloud stocks. So we're watching that group, and the thing about it is every single group is mixed bags,
Yeah.
right? So that's the reason why, Palantir is stuck right now. Look at this thing. There's
Yeah.
there's your
Sideways.
daily. I
Yeah.
mean, coming back down. Look at this chop shop today.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, this is a shooter. All right. I know you think it's a shooter.
That's all. It's pretty ugly. I'll say an
I
ugly shooter.
I think it's
Ugly
a I
shooter.
think it's a doji. You think it's a
Yeah. Yeah.
shooter, and that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Nvidia is the same thing on the monthly. Okay. Shooter
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
down.
I
A-
was. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And then I really want to make attention to this Microsoft with this inside month. All right, this has been causing a lot of havoc for it. See this all? This is because of this, right? We're not
Mm-hmm.
getting out.
Yeah.
Um, Give me that 2-1-2 back down. And then I was asking the question to most of my guys too, saying, if Microsoft drops below 500, does that become bearish?
It
That's a
could just
question.
be profit taking, really.
That's a question. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
question. Yeah, I mean, if Microsoft goes below 500, does it become an issue? I don't know, but I keep asking everybody. Nobody seems to want to answer the question. But
So.
I think that so that's another one. That's a cloud stock, right? And
Yeah.
then we had the big winner, right? Snowflake shows up with the earnings this week, and then
Oh
boom,
wow.
gapper upper, and what I said to the in the video that I made on that day, I said I did not like the fact that the ended like this. It 260 back down. This thing was so strong, it should have finished on the highs. All right, they took profits, and look at today. They couldn't get
Yeah.
anything going, but today shouldn't be counted because there was zero volume.
Hmm.
Today's not really a day.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
And
a holiday.
yep. And
So I
that's what I
really
keep. Yep.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I keep telling people, I'm like, Rob used to call these the dog days of summer, even though August was good. Like, it's the low volume. Like, retail, it's going to get to the point, especially in September, when it's retail traders trading against themselves. Like, because they're all going on vacation. You used to be a broker, you know what I'm talking about. Like, they're all leaving. Like, they're all,
Right.
they're going on their yachts. They're partying. All the money they
Right.
made. And then they're going to be back in October. So it's okay to take a break. It's okay. You can manage your open positions, especially if you're a midterm, long-term trader. You can manage your open positions, but for, just the day traders and the short-term swing traders, maybe you buy something on Monday, you sell it on Wednesday or sell it on Tuesday. It's okay to take a break and just wait for the volume to come back in, and
Right.
because
I
like
agree.
Palantir, like that's a perfect example of it was great on what was it? That looks like a Thursday, and then Friday inside bar does nothing. You know what I mean? That's very
Yeah.
frustrating, especially for an options trader.
Yeah. Again, the steam is gone here now.
Yeah. That I
So
guess the chart you had before, what that wasn't Palantir. What was that?
that was Microsoft.
Microsoft. I'm sorry. Okay, I said the
So,
wrong. Was it
so
Microsoft? No, it was
what else did I have up there? Oh, Snowflake.
Snowflake. Okay, okay.
Uh, so
That's
Snowflake,
snow.
So Snowflake, right?
Hmm.
So she has great earnings, up
Yep.
28 bucks, up
Hmm.
28 bucks. All right, so it lifted up
Hmm.
Salesforce.
Hmm.
CRM popped up with that. And
Hmm.
then today we got the other one. Autodesk reported today, and they gapped up, but they finished in the red,
Hmm.
which means that's bearish. All
Yeah.
right, and that's a pivot.
Yeah.
All right. Any way you want to look at it on Autodesk, ADSK, there you go. That's a stuck in the middle pivot,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I look at that and I say, you gotta draw the line there and say, okay, we're going back down to here, right? There's the
Hmm.
triangle out.
Yeah.
So that's what I would look at it like. Um, but this also means indecision.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So by being stuck here, but being to the fact that it's red, and then you look up at the month, and the month is doing well. So this just means that you're not going to be able to trade this thing right now.
Hmm.
That's my thoughts on this thing, right? Until we get outside of this, and you're all trapped inside here. So I would say right now you got to leave this one alone. Typically, what I say is like when anything falls apart, one of them was IBM, and IBM had that gap a long time ago. All right, it wasn't a long time ago, but it's been days. All right, so I tell my guys, I'm like, we're not doing anything for 3 days, right? That's usually the way I roll with it is that if a stock comes down on a gap, then we wait and see what is it. What does the 3 day do? Well, I mean, on this one, it was the 2-1-2 back up, right? And then you even got a higher high that next day, but then you see what happened with the move down. So I was the whole time I've been saying, let's just be patient, be patient, be patient. Okay. So I think somewhere in here is where I started to get in at this 239 move, and it's made up. And I said, where are we going to put our stop in? How much are we going to risk? Because the chances are we're probably going to get triangled out anyway. So be careful about how many shares you want to play, and decide how much heat do you want to take if this thing starts to crap out again. Now today I said I was just like screaming it. I'm like, give us a good day. When's the last time IBM has had a good day? Look at this. It's not even a good day.
No. When's the
I mean,
last time?
I said, well, we got an inside day hammer. Maybe that'll get it done.
You
Nope,
know
nope,
what? That
nope.
reminds me of a Janet Jackson song. It's like, "What have you done for me lately?" You
Yeah,
know?
that's good. I like that. I like that. So that's like and look at the month.
Yeah.
There's no reason to go after it anyway.
No. I'm telling you, I did a funny little meme earlier today, and it's like, oh, there's a two-tip reversal up on the 60 minute. I can take that, and then it's a wrestler. It's two wrestlers, and it's a wrestler just kicking this other wrestler right in the face. Anyway, it's like, oh, I can take this two-tip reversal on the 60s and get clocked right in the chin because it's two down on the day. It's already two down on the day. You think that 2-2 reversal on the 60 is gonna like save the day? No, it's not. It's red on the day.
Right.
It's red on the day. Stop doing this contrarian crap. That keeps getting promoted. That Rob didn't talk like that. JJ
No,
don't talk like that. I don't
no,
talk like that.
no, it don't work like that. Um,
No.
a couple of things that we have been involved in, and this is like Strat 101A. All right, really simple stuff. Penn National Gaming, okay?
Okay.
All right, we got the nice 3 week up. We were down in here, okay, positioned in around 17 and change. So this has been a good one for me. I haven't there's and I am still not out of this trade. And there's no reason for me to get out of this trade. Look at the
Hmm.
outside month now.
Wow.
See, it's
Nice.
created. See what's created here now. So now we should start to get the 3-2-2 back up,
Hmm.
and start to get back up into this area potentially. That's asking probably for too much. I'll probably start protecting it. I'll probably be protecting it once we come in the new week here. All
Hmm.
right, because this has been a nice move. All right, from like around 17 and change, and when I'm on my YouTube, I'm telling these guys what I'm doing. I'm saying this is where you want to be getting in. This is what you want to be doing. And Salesforce, I mean, any one of them people, which I don't know who they are, because all I do is talk into the screen, and I don't know who these people are. But they do get messages once in a while from them. But it's very difficult. That's a hard thing for me, but it is what it is. But this has been a nice move to the upside there. And then another one is DraftKings. We are going into football season, my friends.
Yes.
Look at this thing go. All right. I'm in
Hmm.
DraftKings as well. And I'm in DraftKings probably around 44 and change. This has been moving up really, really nice. There's probably going to be a little bit of a triangle out coming back inside. And I'm prepared to take that. I think there's a bigger move in this thing as we go up here. All right. So that's just two of them that we've been trading. You see what today did? Just put up like a red hammer there. Again, today I don't even I think take today away because no volume and just
Hmm.
everything was choppy today. But
Yeah.
this is like two good stocks that we got in down in here. And again, I tell my people, if you're in there, stay in there, stay in there.
Yep.
This is still good. DraftKings is still moving here. All right, so there's more potential on this with the week, but as when you start to see this wick getting longer, it just means that it's getting lighter. That's kind of the way I word it because it is
Hmm.
getting a little lighter here. So,
Yeah.
Sneaky Pete's going to get in here somewhere now. You're going to get that 2-1 inside. And then once that one's inside, I mean,
Yep.
you tell me about what ones do.
They can go either way, up or down. That's right.
They create problems
That's right.
sometimes.
That's right. I want to show you something. I was showing something to my people today. So we're waiting. So SPY was inside day. It ended up going two down, but inside on the day at 9:30. So go to QQQ if you can. Just triple Qs. So I was showing them 2-2 down on the day. I'm like, okay, spies, this is at like 9:45. I'm trying to show them, wait. Like we don't want to start hitting buttons right at 9:30. Let's wait. So we're looking at the markets 15, we're watching where the buyers or sellers are going. Right now, 15, and this is me talking this morning. I'm like, okay, 2-2 down on the day on QQQs. What else do we need to look? What was that trigger that lets you think, okay, tech stocks? So then if you can go to XLK, I'm like, okay, we're going to go to XLK. This is me talking to him. XLK, tech sector. You're like, okay, 2-2 down on the day. They're doing the same thing, right?
Oh yeah, they're going
Yep.
always are gonna.
Yep. Yes, exactly. I'm glad you said that. So then go to shaking my head, SMH.
And that one's a little bit different now.
That is, it is semiconductors though, okay? But it was also 2-2 down on the day. So I'm like, okay, you got tech stocks down, QQQ's down, semiconductors down. Let's go to AMD, I'm getting to a thing here. I know AMD, bam, 2-2 down on the day. And I'm like, yeah, to the lows, puking. I'm like, if you need confirmation that this trade is gonna work, that's the confirmation you need. They're selling on QQQ, they're selling on tech stocks, they're selling on SMH, and now the trade you want to take on AMD, selling. Like they're doing it right now. Get in there. AVGO doing the same thing. Yep, I also talked about AVGO. And NVIDIA, of course, was going to the lows. But I talked about AMD because the option prices are a little bit easier to swallow. But yeah, also 2-2 down on the day. VST, yep. And that's what I'm talking about. And Rob used to talk about this all the time. Trading simultaneous breaks. That's how you do it. You go, yeah, I know. Why do you do that? Why do you do that? We were having such a good time and I was on a roll, and then you do that.
Uh, 303. 303.
It is, and it's
That's
creating
the
that
target.
symmetrical. Yep, it's creating that symmetrical triangle on the week, and it's that's craziness too. But I'm telling them like, you don't need a bunch of indicators, you don't need a bunch of different things. You just need to know how to look at time frame continuity and match it up with simultaneous breaks, meaning okay, if they're short in tech stocks, go look at tech stocks. If they're short in semiconductors, go look at semiconductors. Don't don't try to be, oh, the whole market's going to the lows. Let me go look at Roblox. Like, come on, man.
I I I I agree 100%. And then directional on twos is important too. Very
Yeah,
important. You
yeah,
know, when you open here and you close up there, okay,
hmm,
that's down day.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
you got to watch your directionals on your twos, and
hmm,
then those time frames will can create change just by the movement that they make
yep,
inside the bars. Now, especially when you got a monthly, it's a lot more play.
yeah,
The, the month carries a lot of weight.
hmm, yep.
It carries a lot of weight. When we say major time frames, Rob used to say that 60s was a major time frame. I go to like 2 hours. I like the
Okay,
two
I
hour
like
chart.
2 hours as well because it gives you 2 hours you still got those hammer shooters inside bars, and you got 4 bars for the day. I like 2 bars. I don't for the people that trade options, they really like 4 hour bars, but I don't. You don't get you don't necessarily get the actionable signals, and you only get 2 bars for the day. So I'm not really excited about 4 hour bars. How about you?
Um, yeah, I'm about the same on you on that
Hmm.
one there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I less bars,
Yeah, yeah, a lot less bars. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
less
yeah.
bars. And then
Less
and then
bars.
sometimes like the 4 hours, sometimes you can get violent breaks out of them sometimes too. So um for sometimes you got to keep them on there. It's like
Yeah.
we're always like tweaking things and thinking that
Yeah.
we're going to see something different, and it doesn't really pan out a lot. You know what I
Yes.
mean? It doesn't
And
pan out a lot.
yeah, I'm okay with that. It's when you're like looking at all these different time frames trying to make it work. That's when you're like, let me look at the 7.5
Right.
minute rev
Yeah.
strat. You're like,
You're
wait a
reaching.
minute, come on now.
You're
Now you're
reaching.
holding a loser trying to
You're
make it
thinking
work.
all you're going to find is a gold ring at a gas station.
That was perfect. That was great.
You're gonna find a gold ring at a you're gonna find a gold ring at a gas station and some guy who says he's from Qatar with three girls in the back of the car.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're like, oh my God, look at this ring. It's
Oh
beautiful.
man, I feel bad. I know I feel bad sometimes because I'm that guy. I'm like, no, I do have a big heart and I will help, but I've also been burned uh and I sometimes I feel bad. You always got to judge them though. You got to look them in their eyes and you got to go, okay, maybe I'll take a chance on this one. But sometimes you're like, nah, I know what you want.
But
You're
it was
trying to,
so
yeah,
shiny.
yeah, 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 yeah. You want, yeah. Oh man. I am in the army for real, and sometimes I go someplace, I gotta stop at the gas station or I gotta stop. I hate going to the grocery store in my uniform, but um, because it's too much attention. But I have to stop or whatever, and I can just tell when someone's gonna ask me for, hey, can I get. And like I said, you got to look them in their eyes, and you have to judge it for yourself. Um, that's all I want to say about that. I don't,
Okay.
I don't sound heartless.
Um, all right. How about retail, right? Retail's
Retail, E-man,
a lot of good
E-man.
earnings.
Yeah.
Lot of good earnings and no follow through. Look at the gap.
Okay.
You got a gap in the
T-shirts.
gap.
T-shirts.
No
Okay.
gap in the gap.
All right.
Now,
Gap man. All right.
gap earnings were in line. And they knocked it down.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think Gap is pretty good. My target, if you wanted to buy Gap, is going to be 21 bucks. But in the bigger picture, from the broadening formations, you got to look at the XRT. Okay, it's
Mm-hmm.
sitting on the yearly high right now. Okay,
Yep.
right here, we just made a yearly high on XRT. All right,
Mm-hmm.
and that's considerably higher from last year. All right, so we're having a hell of a year with the retail. All right. I mean, XRT is having a good look at this. These
Yeah.
last 4
Wow.
months have been really, really good. So now we got the broadening formation with this shooter coming down here on the week. So, I mean, you knowing that these kinds of setups is what we look for. And
Yeah.
now, so what we're going to be looking for is something that's going to spike up here a little bit, maybe try to take out those highs. But then if that thing starts to break down, that's going to be your entry point for the break side coming back down on
Mm-hmm.
XRT. That's
Yeah.
where I would be saying, okay, if this breaks this low coming back down, especially if it makes a higher high, because we like the broadening formations to always, this is a good setup for the broadening formation, especially on that weekly right now. You got to love that
Mm-hmm.
hit. You got to love that shooter down. Come on. Give me some feedback on that.
I love it. I love it.
I mean,
Yeah, shooter on the looks like the week. Yep, shooter on the week. I've been looking at retail. I kind of went to the lows this but then you got Halloween coming up, Thanksgiving, Black Friday, you got Christmas. So it should be coming back up, seasonality wise. You think it would start coming back up, but are we going to get new He-Man? Are we going to get new Transformers? We don't know. We'll see.
yeah, I agree. And
Hmm.
then you gotta look at this guy,
Hmm.
right? Really
Yeah.
having a struggle to get back up. It just Amazon, I don't know what's going on with this thing. It's just not right.
It's just
Everybody else has made the moves to the highs. I mean, when Burlington Coat Factory is outperforming Amazon, you got to wonder what the hell's going on, right? Burlington
let me
Coat
see this.
Factory,
What?
Burlington Coat Factory. Look at this thing. I mean,
Wow.
kind of ran into a mess here now, but I mean, it's for the year. This thing is a stud.
Wow. And see,
Burlington Coat Factory. Come on. They're
that's the kind of
outperforming
trades I like.
Amazon.
Hmm. That's the
Ulta's
kind
doing better. I don't get it.
I like that's the kind of trades I like. I want to trade. I'd have to stop myself from like going out and looking for the fun trade, but I like trading like something like Chewy. Like it's dog food, right? So everybody's like, we got to trade Tesla, and we got to trade this, and we got to trade all these tech stocks. And you're like, nah, man, I'm making my money on dog food. Like maybe not right now, but I mean in the past, like what I mean. That's a stock that most people don't think about. A lot of news about Cracker Barrel. I didn't even know that was a
Yeah,
stock.
that's
I
been.
never
You know
even
what?
knew that was a stock.
I got to tell you, either, either I got a story about Cracker Barrel. They're either the stupidest people that ever were born, or they're just absolute geniuses. Because
Yeah.
by making the change, all
Uh-huh.
they did was get themselves up in the news. So
Hmm.
I think this is genius. Whatever the
Yeah.
Cracker Barrel did, all of a sudden now everybody knows about the company. Like you said, you didn't even know what it
I
existed.
didn't.
Um,
Yeah, that's
I do
crazy.
because when I go up to Wisconsin, when you come through Richmond, there's a Cracker Barrel right there, and
Yep.
they got the best soup that you're ever going to get. All right. So,
Interesting. Yeah, interesting story about Cracker Barrel that I watched today. It was a video about Cracker Barrel. He almost said the guy in the YouTube video almost said exactly what you just said. Nobody even knew it was a stock, and this they probably did a great genius way of marketing. Um, and so Cracker Barrel was actually started, and it was supposed to they sold gas and like souvenirs and like little things that you couldn't get on the highway, like when the highway was first becoming a thing. And then Cracker Barrel, they weren't making any money on the gas, so they got rid of the whole gas thing, and then it just came out with Cracker Barrel. And then apparently it was based on like the old drugstores or whatever, and in
right,
the drugstores they would have a barrel full of crackers apparently.
right.
So it was
Um,
Cracker Barrel. I didn't know
based
that.
out of based out of Lebanon, Tennessee,
Wow.
not Indiana. I know you're thinking Indiana, but yeah, it's
That's
Lebanon,
amazing.
Indiana. That's where
Yeah.
Cracker Barrel. But Cracker Barrel is big up here in the Midwest, so
Hmm.
I know about it. If you lived up here, and you don't live that far away, but
I
it's
know.
kind
I
of a
need to.
it's a thing in Wisconsin.
It is.
It's kind of a few places up there where you can find it. And Illinois, I don't know, probably down south, you're gonna find one in downtown Chicago. I'll tell you that. You're not gonna find a Cracker Barrel there. But I think
The
they go into more remote areas where that's
mhm.
where their niche is.
Yep.
But I think it was a genius play because now all of a sudden, even Trump weighed in on it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
Yeah.
they put his face in there on the guy's face, and I mean
Yeah.
this was genius.
Yeah.
These guys know what they're doing. It's like, hey, nobody knows who we are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
So
Yep.
that was any attention on the internet is good attention. Even if you're just a jerk off, you're still gonna
Yeah. Yeah.
it's like, hey, did you hear about that guy on the thing? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. That's what you
It's
need to
cool,
do.
man. It's cool. It's
You need
cool
to do
for
one of
sure.
those videos where you just like you get a whole bowl of chicken wings with hot sauce, like the hottest hot sauce ever in, I'm watching this guy named JJ talk about stocks and eating chicken wings, and I think he's gonna pass out. These wings are so hot. That's what you need. Just do one of them, just to go viral one time.
Straight up, right?
Did you hear about this guy named JJ? He almost passed out eating chicken wings. I don't know, but did you find out? I also watching him. I learned that Cracker Barrel is an actual stock. I think I'm going to buy that stock.
Right. Well, I mean, all of a sudden they had some really good volume days. You could go back and look like the last 6 months. This thing has like been all of a sudden in this last
Yeah.
like now in the last like 2 weeks, all of a
Hmm.
sudden there's a lot of volume and people are interested. They're wondering
Yeah.
like, oh, let's go find a Cracker Barrel. Yeah. Well, you might have to drive a long way to find one though. Um, so you're gonna have to pull that up on the internet and figure that one out.
That's so
They
funny.
got some kick-ass soup though, I'll tell you
Yeah,
that. And they
Cracker
got a lot of
Barrel.
good desserts and cookies and stuff like
I
that.
like Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel. I like Cracker. So, oh, in my ebook from Zero to Trading, I talk about how to find stocks. Like, because this is geared to people that don't know anything about stocks. Like, well, they always talk about how do I find stocks? Like, look around your house. Like, look around the stuff that you already buy and you already trust, and then just go to the field that you're in right now and just type in the company name. Sometimes you can just type in the whole company name, Cracker Barrel, it'll pop up, Etsy, Ford, Whirlpool, just type it in and see, we've talked about this before, Bud Light,
Right,
but
right.
Anheuser Busch, like,
Well, people are hunting for value now, man. You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Hmm.
Dollars are they're hard to get. So I think there's a lot of people are looking for they want to go to the place where they know the food's going to be good, where it's
Yep.
consistent. That's why McDonald's has had success all its years.
Hmm.
I don't know what McDonald's is doing now. I think I still it's for rappers, but I haven't seen any rappers going to McDonald's lately. They need to get back in there.
That's so funny. I think
So.
yeah,
We need more
yeah,
rappers at McDonald's.
McDonald's makes a lot of money because they are consistent. And
Right, exactly.
I didn't know about this. They own a lot of real estate. So McDonald's is not just the restaurants. Like they
Right,
own a lot of real estate. So
right,
I think McDonald's ain't going nowhere for a long
exactly.
time.
They're not like Walgreens.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
and you
they
know,
hate. Oh my gosh, I
and you know that
swear.
Walgreens is going out of the Dow and it's being replaced by Robinhood.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh wow.
So,
I
and
gotta update my chart.
there's talk of Walgreens going private.
Wow, that bad. Wow.
So we'll see.
Jeez.
I don't know if that happens, but I believe that that change is going to come here at the beginning of this new month here. That Walgreens will be removed from the Dow Jones Industrial Average, and Robinhood is getting back in there. So we'll see what
Wow.
Robinhood. Somebody's got a $160 price tag on Robinhood. I'll tell you, Robinhood's doing well.
Yeah, it's doing
I
well.
don't
Yeah.
know what it is that can derail Robinhood at this point.
You know
I
what?
don't
I'm looking
know.
at TrendSpider right now.
Maybe some rate changes, but I don't know. I don't
I'm
know.
looking at I'm looking at TrendSpider right now, and I'm going to Dow Jones, and WBA Walgreens ticker is not quote not available.
Right, because it's going to go private.
It's been delisted.
Right,
Wow.
it's delisted. Right, Walgreens.
Wow.
Walgreens is going away. Local here, Deerfield, Illinois. Here, they're in our home base here.
That's
All right,
crazy.
their home is Deerfield, Illinois.
Mm.
So yeah, so there you go. We got Robin Hood coming back inside here, and this thing has been, I tell you, man, the stock has been great. It's finally taken a dip here. So shoot her down on month.
Hmm.
Um, I know I'd love to get it into force here. Um, my number, my place here, I'd say I'm somewhere around $70 for some support levels in that area for Robinhood. That's where I think you get
Okay.
a better picture by looking at the week here. You get a
Hmm.
better gist of what it's about here. Trying to bust through all this at 92.52. If we can break through there, then maybe there's a chance at getting lower. But what's the one thing that's happened to the financials this week? What has happened to the net? What has happened this week to the
Uh,
banks, to the
ma-
banks, to the
Banks.
highs, XLF to the yearly high,
Nice. Nice. Well, they're
Goldman
yeah, they're
Sachs to the yearly high, Bank America to the yearly highs, Citibank to the yearly highs.
love
Bye
it.
bye, bye bye. I'm not
It's
buying
because
banks up there.
I think is it because of they might cut interest rates? Is that what that's about, or is that something else?
Um, I think that's part of it, Yeah, this whole rate business too,
Oh man.
There's so there's a lot of Fed guys, right, throughout the country, right? Every state has a Federal Reserve guy, and
Yeah.
nine of them right now say that we don't need a rate cut. All
Mm,
right. There's only one guy that wants a rate cut, and we know who that guy is.
yeah.
And he'll get rid of people to get people in to get it to where he wants it to be. That's fundamentally okay, I guess, if that's what we want. Is a rate cut good? Where we
So
are right now with the stocks at all-time highs?
right. So there's a that same guy bought over $100 million worth of bonds before he got his job. So that's why he wants the interest rate to go down because he's going to make big bucks if the interest rates go down.
Right.
So I mean,
There's
it's a whole
reasons.
yeah, it's a whole nother reason, and then
Yeah,
also
there's
just to get it on the books to say that we got interest rates cut, and
right.
I
Yeah.
don't know, but yeah,
That
they fired Lisa Cook. They say she's fired. She's still doing her job. What I don't like, and I'm to go along with what you said, I don't like how it's kind of. I think it's sneaky. I think it's sleazy. I think it's slimy, the way they're doing it because they're saying, well, it's mortgage fraud because she said her primary, Lisa Cook's primary residence was this, but she was really living here. So that means she can't be trusted, or none of her, she shouldn't be a Federal Reserve governor. So then, if she says, I'm not stepping down, you don't have the power to fire me, and she continues to vote on whether they're going to cut interest rates, and then later on, let's just say 6 months after they vote, just as an example, they fire her and say, okay, well, this is true, you're fired. Every decision that she has made from the time she was accused to the time that she was fired, all of those decisions will be reversed, and then Jay Powell will be implicated in letting her continue to make those decisions, and then they'll have whatever they need to get rid of Jay Powell. I think it's very sneaky, and I think it's very greasy, sleazy way of doing it. So yeah, they're doing anything they can to replace and to get what they want, and I don't like it.
Right. Well, I agree on that. I
Hmm.
don't really you know what I try to keep my nose out of that
Me
story.
too. Me too.
I try
Me
to keep my
too.
nose out of that story because if he's got cause, then show cause, and then
Yeah.
but if it, you come up with a good argument, to say that this is why. So I but I what's going on with Bitcoin? Why is Bitcoin falling apart so
It's
much?
all the way at the high. It's all the way at the highest. It costs $100,000, $120,000 to buy one. That's what it is.
Who's 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 driving Bitcoin down? I gotta wonder who's driving Bitcoin
Somebody
down.
said it's not going any higher. Sell it.
Some,
That's what's going on.
yeah. Well, if you put more liquidity out there, I don't know. I don't know. So Bitcoin shooter down on the month. You want to talk about shooter down on month, but you can't get a prettier one than that.
Yeah.
Look at that Bitcoin there coming back down. So
I
you're going to wake up one morning and it's going to be 150,000. Okay,
yeah,
that's
I
going to
that's
happen.
true.
It
That's
won't
true.
it won't happen during the day. It'll be when you wake up in the morning and like, what happened? Oh, Bitcoin, it's up 150,000. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I had a
There you
chance
go.
to buy a Bitcoin when it's at $12,000. This is 2019. I didn't know anything about, I mean, I'm just now starting with Rob. I'm just now understanding stock markets. And I'm like, and this guy keeps talking to me about Bitcoin. And I thought about it for a little bit, but it would have caught if we would have had to completely empty our savings account to buy one Bitcoin. And if we would have bought it and held it, it would have been amazing. It's up 100 and, 120,000. But at that time and in that moment, to look at my wife and say, we're going to clean out our entire savings to buy one Bitcoin, that's crazy, man.
Yeah,
People are doing it though. People are
I
doing it.
know. I know. There's a good Rob story in this. The reason why he wouldn't talk about Bitcoin
Uh-huh.
is the same reason that he wouldn't follow the overnight. Do you know why that was? You know
No,
why he
I
told
no.
me?
Uh.
He's like, I gotta track too many goddamn stocks every day. I don't. He goes, I already do too much work. I'm not gonna follow those. That's that's the truth.
Ah.
I
Yeah.
used to ask him all the time. I said, how come you don't include the overnight? He's like, I don't watch the overnight. He goes, I got enough stock during the day. I mean,
That's
but
so
nobody,
funny.
nobody ran through charts more than that guy in the
I'm
world.
true. So true.
That
So
is so
true.
true. I mean, yeah, he was he had that guy, man. He ate, drank, and slept it, man. That's
Mm-hmm.
it. That's it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? This guy, he was just like I would come in on a Saturday and he'd be in here, rah, rah, rah. I'm like, what the hell are you doing, man? He's like,
Yeah.
he had sheets of paper all over his desk, and he had scribble on all of them all over the place. He'd have all these names on there, man. But
Wow.
yeah, I got to say, man, he definitely did his job. I'll tell you
Committed.
that.
Committed. What do you think
He
about?
did
Okay, I
his
got a couple
job.
quarterly one. I got a couple quarterly signals for you off our macro list.
All
If you want
right,
to
give him to
look at
me.
them before we get out of here.
Yeah, let's get it done here.
ADP. What do you think about ADP? I got a hammer in
Automated
force
data
on the quarter.
processing, ADP with the quarter. Let's see what we got on the quarter. Ooh, tree oneer stuck in the
Yeah, three
middle with
one. How come yours
you.
is 3-1? I look like mine is hammer and force on the quarter. Why is yours different?
I don't know. I see 3-1,
Is that the year?
and it's stuck in the middle.
Hold on.
That is 2025.
And that's a quarterly chart?
Yeah. So this
No.
would be the whole quarter. Now this is the new quarter that
Maybe
just
I tell you,
started.
maybe I told you to, it's no, no, no. I said ADP. I'm sorry.
Bad symbol.
APD, Alpha Papa Delta, Alpha Papa Delta. I'm sorry.
APD. Oh, that's different.
Oh my
Air
gosh.
products. This
Yeah,
is
my bad.
material stock.
That
Material
means I have to
stock.
go back and do my macro video again because everybody's got home going, what the heck is
This is
no?
this group has been good. I mean,
Yeah.
XLB, if you pull up XLB, you see it's having a pretty good year because the reason why XLB is so strong is because it has all the
Ooh.
metals in there.
Oh yeah.
Okay, the metals are having a great year. Look at
Ooh.
GDX. I mean, look at GDX sitting at the high yearly high right now. I'm probably giving you a high that hasn't been back since 66.98, and that's dating back until 7/1/11,
Wow.
January 11th. No, July 11th of
Wow.
July 1st, 2011. The last time that GDX was this high. Okay. These are the reason why this stock is XLB is going is because it's got all those metals. It's got that gold in there. All right. So that
Mm,
Air Products is in that same, it's in that same group. So I
okay.
think that, I think that's the reason why, what is it again? Air Products, right?
Yeah.
APD.
Yeah.
I watched that one. Um,
APD. Yep.
APD, right. And then in that same group too, you got DuPont,
Yeah.
2 up
Ooh.
on the quarter. Look at that, 2
Okay.
up on the
What's that?
quarter. Look at
DUDD.
that.
Okay.
That's DuPont, right?
Hmm.
Stuff that you use to clean your house with. Eco Labs, ECL.
Yes.
There's another one. And then Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav. I
I
forgot he
forget.
called it
Oh,
Flavor Flav.
yeah,
Dang it.
Flavor Flav, IFF.
Oh man.
Look at IFF coming off the broadening formation on the quarter.
Yes.
I
I
like this.
totally
I
forgot we
like
called
this
it
down
Flavor
here.
Flav.
This has been pretty heavy to the downside on Flavor Flav, and that group is good. But again, so that's why your Air Products is, it's in the right group, but the metals have been really so. If anybody's out there and you're trading these things, this XLB, your metals are in here, so you can trade this, and that's it's like buying gold almost because gold is in there as well, and we know what kind of year gold's having.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I got one for you. I know you'll like this one. Delta Airlines,
Oh, I love
DAL.
it. I love it. I love it.
If you don't know JJ, he's getting better. He's a little bit more reformed, a little bit more refined. But in the back in the day, JJ used to trade airplanes, weed stocks, and there was another one. But anything that gets high, he's buying that. That's what JJ used to buy.
Yes, 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 that's true. And I have a fine way of finding stuff in garbage cans too.
Yeah, digging in the trash. Go
So
look at
yeah.
Tilray just for fun.
I
But yeah,
love I love
yep,
Delta. I love Delta. I
yep,
think Delta's going higher.
yep.
I think Delta Airlines. I think that I like if I may, probably my favorite of all right now, and the stock that I have made money in, and I hope I can continue to make more in it, is this Sky West. This Sky West is just
Oh,
amazing.
that's on our list too. Hold on. Yep.
2 up on the quarter now. Look at this quarter. This thing is cruising. We got to think we're going to hit 135.21. Now, probably going to triangle out before that. Probably going to have to come back in a little bit.
Sky
Maybe.
West.
So
That is.
what we'd be looking for is a break that comes back inside here somewhere, maybe in that 112 area, that 113 area. If anything down there, anything breaks below 120, I think you want to be interested, and then look for that reversal because I don't think taking it by the quarter here. I mean, it could continue to just keep moving up there, but going to be see how the month is going to treat it, right? So Sneaky
Yeah.
Pete's going to get inside there. So you know, one of the things we talked about this morning is that you can say that stock's going to go here,
Yeah.
okay? Yeah,
Hmm.
I say that the stock is going to go here, and that's
Yeah.
fine. And but today we were talking about it's like what I try to do is say, "Well, when?" Like Kramer keeps saying that, oh, this stock's gonna go here. It's like, when, Kramer?
Yeah.
We got another guy that we follow. This guy, he's really, really good. This guy, Sticky Trades. Get a
Sticky
follow on these
trades.
guys, man.
Okay.
The guy's really good, but he's very bearish, and you know,
Oh, oh.
he's
Boo.
got he's got his numbers. It's probably going to happen. He's 70 something years old. I hope he makes it.
Wait, Bob,
It's
say
like
how long you plan on living?
that's what I'm saying. When I talk to my guys on when I'm making videos on YouTube, I'm trying to put time to these things. Saying I think it's going to move from here to here, and I think it's going to happen in the next 10 days. It's going to happen, and then nobody
Ooh, I
does
like
that.
that.
I mean, nobody on CNBC does that. Nobody.
Nobody.
They'll all say, oh, I think this is, this Josh Brown. I listen to this guy on CNBC, and he's good. I follow him. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
He's a smart guy, but he's always saying, oh, it's going to go to, he's been saying it's an Uber. He's been saying that Uber is going to go to $100 when it was at 60. Okay. And it's still not at 100. It's like, how long do we have to wait, Josh?
Yeah. Here's a random one for you. Roku, 2-2 reversal up on the quarter.
That one I haven't looked at in a while.
Yeah, I know. That's why
Why
I'm
do we
kind of
even
looking
people
at it.
have Rokus anymore? Why do we need them?
I see him. I see him where I'm at. That's the only reason I. And then
What is it?
Marlon B.
What does
Shout
it
out to
do?
Marlon B. He's in the weekend shift crew. He looks at it. Go ahead.
What does Roku do?
Though they make they it's kind of like they make little TV controllers, and they got it's all the streaming services.
Yeah. Why
Uh,
I don't understand why we need that. Um,
quarterly.
all right, quarterly.
I
Oh
don't
yeah, we're on
understand why we
quarters now.
need that.
Oh, I
It's just
like that.
starting. I mean,
That's good. That's good.
maybe
And I like the
Roku.
fact that you got a double top right here.
Yeah.
Right? So we got a
Hmm.
double top there at 108.15. If you get anywhere close to this, like 106, 107,
Hmm.
I think you definitely got to get in then and get for the push to get the 108.
Last.
I wouldn't buy it here. I'd buy it
Okay.
closer and then see if it hits if it hits this, then you should get motion back up to here. And
I
that would
like
bring you
it.
back up to
I like it. I
137.
mean, this could be Roku getting their stuff together.
And
I
that's
mean,
on
they
the
could
quarter.
be
That's on the quarter. You got another one on the give me these quarters. I like
last
them.
one from me, and then I'll let you take it. It's RGTI, Rigetti
I
Computing.
know that one too.
You do? I've never heard of this one.
All
It's
right.
a it 2-1 up on the quarter. It's a Rigetti.
Yeah, it's Ragati. Yeah, Ragach. Toodalooch. It's computing.
Yeah, some kind of computer thing. And the only reason that caught my eye because it's 2-1 up on the quarter. But then it's like it was doing nothing. Go look at it on a yearly chart. It was doing nothing for such a long time, and then it just skyrocketed. It was just like this year it's Rigetti Computing. We're putting breadsticks in there in the box with the computers. Get it going right now. I want breadsticks and marinara in every computer box right now. To the eyes.
Yeah, you got a cup coming here. You got a little bit of a
Yeah.
cup coming up here. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah,
thing
yeah.
looks. Uh, I 2-1 inside on the day.
Yeah,
Let
yeah,
me
man.
see.
It's not the most perfect thing, but it's moving. It's
Right.
moving.
No, it's got the week is decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, this doesn't look that bad.
Hmm.
Where you get in at? Where am I getting in at?
I was just looking at the quarterly. I'm just looking at the quarterly, and then if we get a setup on the week, then I'd be looking a way to get in because I've
All
been
right.
talking about a lot of triple digit stocks, and it's nice to have just a little $16 guy out there to just for the po folk. Hey, what did Rob used to
Right.
say? So the po
So bring
folk
them in
can
so the
buy
poor folk can buy them.
them.
All
Uh,
right.
all right, I'll let you
All
give me
right.
what you got on any you got any macro charts, any big ones that you're looking at? You went through a lot of good ones, really good ones.
Yeah, but, I got to be honest. I've been really focusing on these tech stocks right now, and
Okay.
typically I don't. I kind of
Yeah.
stay away from that.
I know. You're
I
usually like
stay
you're
away
looking
from the
at
drama.
Nike.
I'm going to give you my AI story, and this is what I really do think about this AI business, right?
Okay.
Um, so, so like Dell missed today, right?
Okay.
And Dell missed because, Dell is not, he doesn't have the AI that NVIDIA has.
Yeah.
So you better understand this, and I think people don't understand this yet, is that there are different grades of AI.
Yeah.
There's there's grade A AI, there's grade B AI. There might be all the way grade down to C or D coming
Yeah.
back down. I mean,
Yeah.
Howard Lutnick got on CNBC and said that he sent crappy chips to China.
Wow.
He said it in so many
No.
words. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
it's like, and then Zing finds out, and then, well, it's everything's tit for tat. But at
Yeah.
the end of the day, here's what's happening. So United States, right? So we got a lot of companies right now that are competing for AI. We got Avgo, we got Broadcom, we got VST, we got Tesla, we got Amazon, we got Microsoft, we got Meta. All right, all these companies are competing against each other to who's going to get the fastest chip. It doesn't have the smartest chip. It has to be the fastest chip. The guy who can send the most information over the quickest time. That's the winner. And it
Yeah.
is a race. So
Yeah.
so what's going on here is that somebody's getting stuck with the crap. And then Marvel got stuck with the crap. And now she's down
Oh
18% today.
man.
So I think that people better start realizing that there's different grades of AI. Like a lot of people go on Gemini. I
Yeah.
mean, I
I
go
like
on this
Gemini.
Chat GPT Pro, right? Like
Yeah.
everybody else does. But Gemini, going to maybe give you a quicker answer or a better answer.
Yeah.
Is GPT Pro, where is that? What grade is that of AI?
Yeah.
That's
I
and this is where AI is going to have a problem. There's going to be a little bit of a battle here, and I think what the United States wants to do is they want to get the race. They want to beat they want to beat everyone in America so then they can take on China,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because China, I don't know what grade AI they got. I mean, I made an analogy this morning of today early about it, but I can't say it on here now. But I had a really good analogy of what it's like.
Yeah.
It's like anything else. It's like, whenever anybody comes out with something new and they say it's the best, then somebody's like, no, no, ours is better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. We have
so
the better cheeseburger. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
everybody seems to think that Nvidia is the king.
Hmm.
And then who comes down below them? Microsoft, and
Yeah.
Broadcom. I mean, you better start figuring out, especially if you're going to be investing in these stocks. Palantir,
Yeah.
obviously Palantir ran into a problem up there when they missed that number, and it's because they're experimenting with trying to get faster and better, and
Yeah.
and something blew up, and then it didn't work anymore, and then they all of a sudden they lost a whole quarter because of it.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so the battle will rage, and so our American companies are going to beat the crap out of each other trying to get better, and China probably going to be just like they do. They're just going to sit back and wait until they find a winner, and then they go on against them.
And then copy everything they did, and then yeah.
Exactly.
Hmm.
And the problem is that there's I'm looking at this. I'm looking at nine of them right now. I'm going to label them off: Avgo, Meta, Amazon, Tesla, Microsoft, VST. I don't really think that Lamb Research is in there, but I'm putting it in there anyway. Micron and Google.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's nine companies right there. There are nine US companies that are all competing against each other to transfer the most information they can over the fastest line that they can. And they're gonna kill themselves trying to do it. All right. And
Yeah.
this guy from NVIDIA, he's very sharp. He's very
Oh yeah,
sharp.
he's good. Yeah.
I mean, this guy
Yeah.
probably is the guy, that's in the meanwhile, now we've got 10 mega cap stocks that are in the S&P 500 that are, we're going to have like six or seven companies that are $1 trillion. And what happens if a couple of them start to fall? They're going to drag the whole market down.
Hmm. Yeah.
So AI, you can use it for the thing. Who gets to tell AI that they're wrong?
Hmm. Yeah. So
Who,
yeah, yeah,
who gets to
seriously.
say
So
no? Who gets to say no, you're wrong?
yeah, and so that comes to two different points. I think first point, so I don't forget, the first point is yeah, everybody's saying they got the best cheeseburger, but I think you need to look for Taco Bell. Like I think you need that one company that does one specific thing. That's an AI thing that does it. Nobody else really copies. They're gonna try and do it, but they're not gonna be able to do it. You know what I mean? Like Taco Bell. Again, it's Taco Bell. You know the company, you know the food, you know what they do.
Right.
It's not, everybody's trying to sell cheeseburgers. I say look for the Taco Bell. And then the second thing is everybody thinks AI is gonna take over trading. I keep getting messages every once in a while, but they're getting more and more frequent. Like, hey, Strat Soldier, your job's gonna be gone very soon. JJ, your job's gonna be because people are just gonna ask AI what stocks they should trade. And I am starting to put out there because I think it's very true and a lot more closer to the truth or probable a situation where okay, if everybody's trusting the AI to tell you what to trade, how long is it going to take before one of these companies figures out how to manipulate the AI to tell you to buy the piece of crap penny stocks because it's trending? Because it's
Right. Right.
Yeah, because it's the most hot ticket thing. That's the thing you need to trade, and then
Once
everybody's losing. Yep.
once you become confident in it
Yep.
is when it's gonna turn on you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As soon as you think you got it figured out,
Mm-hmm.
that's when things are gonna go bad. All
Yeah.
right. And again, my analogy is who tells AI that they're wrong?
Yeah. No, it's perfect. Yeah.
Who says you're wrong? And there is no wrong for AI. They're giving you, I mean, I think that the information they give you, there's certain information too that they hide from you too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
Yep.
yeah, so you got to wonder about that too.
Yeah.
And now
It's all. Mhm.
you got to wonder about that too. So,
Yep.
you know what
And
I
yep,
mean?
there's a guy I follow, Gary V. He's like an entrepreneur guy, and he demonstrates on stage, talking to his phone. He's like, "Hey, Chat GBT, I got these kids coming over for a kid's birthday party. One of them's a vegetarian. I need food for blah blah blah." And then it lists all these companies, and then even he's kind of he does it live on TV. Oh, excuse me, he does it live on the YouTube. But
Yeah,
then
I've heard that one.
yeah, and then
I've
but
heard
then
that
he
one.
gets to the point where like, okay, when is this? Then it's gonna get the next level is it's automatic, like it's automatically coming to your house because you already paid for it, blah blah blah. So what you're saying goes along with that, and the fact that who's gonna tell you AI is wrong, okay, and then who's gonna be the person that you know uh, they manipulated the AI to only show you these certain products,
Right.
you only get to
Exactly.
buy, yeah,
Yeah, I
you
mean
only.
again,
Hmm.
it's kind of scary
Yeah.
a little bit.
Hmm.
And I mean I don't claim to know everything about it. I There's certain parts of it I understand. I know that I go on there and it can help me write a letter. It can
Yeah.
help me it can use words that I might not be able to come up with. All right, so for that purpose, it's good.
Yeah.
It can teach you how to fix things,
Yeah.
so can YouTube on DIY.
Yeah. I think it takes
So
some independent thinking along with it. Again, I believe it's a tool, but if you solely, okay, we're going AI straight up, this is how we're going to do it, I think you're going to get in trouble.
yeah,
Definitely. Definitely.
totally.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this has been good.
It's been
I
awesome.
think, and then I like this. I like this little monthly recap thing, and I want to say to everybody that hopefully we're going to come inside in some months with some ones, and we get some breaks, and we start to come back down a little, folks. We need to bring this market down a bit, and
Yep.
I'm not looking for anything big. Give me 3 to 5% to the downside. Let a little air out of the balloon. Um,
I
I
like
feel like
that.
it feels like it's all the 1990s again. Like
Yeah.
I was telling these guys today on the trading floor when I was on the trading floor in 1999 at Chicago Stock Exchange, I was the only one that had an Instinet machine. I had a
Wow.
line of like 20 guys waiting to execute orders,
Wow.
literally, because I was the only one who had an Instinet machine on the floor. So
Uh-huh.
it only lasted for about 8 months, but I made a crap load of money during those 8 months because everybody started figuring it out to how to get an Instinet machine. But man,
Yeah.
back in those days, I saw a lot of guys go broke shorten the market.
That's awesome. And you've been through a lot of different type of technologies and a lot of different like brand new thing. Like this is the brand new thing, and so you've seen a lot of that. So I definitely, I'm knowing that I definitely trust your opinion about the whole AI thing than a lot of other people that just kind of just it's the new thing. It's gonna take over. Blah blah blah. You've seen the internet machines. You've seen
Right.
the I don't know. I can't even think of anything. You saw it's beta versus VCR versus DVD. It's like it's the.
Right, exactly. All
So
right.
thank you so much for being here. This was fun. I love doing it too. Personally, I think we're going to keep going high for a little bit. I think September is going to do nothing. I think it's a good time to take a break. Go join JJ's team. Learn how he does things. He does trade the strat just like Rob did it, but he also has his own style. Go listen to him. Learn the language. Learn how to do it. Come over to stratsoldier.com. I'll show you the strat as well. Get you learn how to create winning positions, add to them, and defend them with tight stops. And these coffee cups, I'm selling these. JJ, I'm selling his coffee mugs on
Really?
Whatnot. It's a website called Whatnot. It's basically like QVC. So I'm on there like these people don't know. There's some people that know, but a lot of these people out there trying to buy comic books and clothes and t-shirt and like shoes and t-shirts. They're not trying to buy stocks. So anyway, I had to create them coffee mugs so I can get on Whatnot to find a whole new. So you buy a coffee cup, you get 2 ebooks that'll be delivered to you in your email, and you get bonus bids for that. Anyway,
Now that's value.
yeah, that's value. You can drink a coffee, think about your brand new trading career. So I'm doing that. That's pretty exciting. So September, a good time to train. All right, it's a good
All
time to
right.
train.
We'll see.
Yep, get
We'll
in there
see.
with
We
Rod.
hopefully that you know again, my wishes and bring them in so the poor
Bring them
folk can
in.
buy them, okay?
Yeah, yes.
I'm in
So
Rob's camp on this one.
that's right. So I'm gonna let these guys go. Don't hang up yet, okay? All
All
right,
right.
all
I
right.
got
So
you.
this was the weekend. Excuse me. This is In Force podcast, and I'll talk to you guys later.